Yes people, hope everyone's good. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cook up a crazy trap beat from scratch in FL Studio. This one's going to be lit as always, make sure you stay tuned. And if you're new around here and you like this type of content, what are you guys doing, man? Come and join the family, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway, enough talking, come and join me on my screen and let's get straight into the cook up.
Damn, Severe, that's crazy.
Welcome to the video. Like I say, we're going to be going for a trap beat today. This is going to be completely from scratch and we're going to be aiming it more for the beginners, so we're going to keep it real basic, but it's going to be hard at the same time. But let's waste no time, we're going to jump straight into this one. So over in my FL Studio, we've got a completely blank canvas, and me personally, I tend to go for melodies first, then drums straight after, but this is personal preference, so try out some different things and see what works best for you. But right now, we're going to cook up some melodies and see what we can come up with. I think I'm going to start with the guitar, and for this, we're going to be going into the pack section. This is a stock section in FL Studio, so any beginners who don't have access to a lot of sounds, I'd definitely check this one out. We're going to head into instruments, guitar, and we're going to be using the classic acoustic. So we're in the piano roll. For this beat, I'm working in 130 BPM, and we're going to be working in the key of F minor. So let's add in a melody and see what we can come up with. All the light highlighted keys are in key to F minor, and typically to create a chord, you just start with the root note, which is F, and then you'd skip a light note and add in the next one. Skip a light note and add in the next one. And that's a basic triad chord. However, because it's a guitar, we're going to add a quick strum effect and we're going to make it sound a little bit more realistic. So I'm just going to pull these notes out a little bit. So we've got the first 4 bars. What I can do, hold control, hit control B, and then we're just going to take these down 4 semitones by holding shift and arrow down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the ones that we've arrowed down, we want to make sure we're missing a note and going up. So these middle notes, I'm going to take up 1 semitone, and then that's cool. And now this is a real nice simple melody, but it sounds clean at the same time. So this is the melody now. And what we're going to do now, I'm just going to add in some more bass notes just to give the melody a little bit more depth. Next, we're just going to add in a few passing notes, keeping it real simple, just to give the melody a little bit more feel. So now we've got some bass notes, we've got some mid-range chords, and we've also got a top line melody as well. I'm just going to make sure this is added into the mixer track. Head over, and first off, I'm going to start with an EQ, taking out some lows. Next, we've grabbed a vintage Valhalla reverb. I've changed it to the 1980s preset, and we've got the mix around 40%. What I'm going to do now, just hit Control A, Alt and R, and this just randomizes the velocities a little bit. What this does is just makes it sound more realistic, as if it's being played by human hands. Sounding nice. Next, we're going to grab a piano and we're just going to see what we can come up with for that. Once again, straight in the packs folder, I'm going to be heading into instruments, keyboard, and we're going to use the close grand preset. And we've got these ghost notes from the guitar. This helps a lot. We can basically just copy the notes into the piano and it just adds a whole lot more depth to the melody. I think I'm actually just going to take these up an octave by hitting Control up, and we're just going to give it a nice strum effect as well by hitting Alt and S. Once again, we're going to make sure that's added to the mixer. We're going to head over, grab an EQ, taking out some lows and highs. We've got a fruity reverb too. I'm going to choose the cathedral preset. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to head back into the packs folder. I'm going to go over to instruments again. This time we're going to orchestral and I'm going to be using this string section. We're going to be keeping this real basic. We're just going to be following the notes of the previous melodies. Once again, make sure that's added to the mixer. As always, an EQ taking out some lows, giving room for the bass. And we're grabbing a vintage Valhalla reverb again. I'm going to turn the mix down to about 50%. I'm just going to split this by channel so we've got all melodies laid out nicely. We're going to right click pattern 1, head over to split by channel, and then we've got all the patterns split on the side. Hold shift, click the top one and the bottom one, and then we can pull it into the playlist. And what we're going to do now, I'm just going to waste no time. We're going to start adding in some drums. Once again, I'm going to keep this real simple, but it's going to be fire at the same time. First off, I'm going to start with a hi-hat. As for all my beats, I'm going to be using my drum kits for this. If you're a beginner with not a lot of sounds, or you just need some new sounds in general, go click the link in the description, man. It won't let you down. I've got some real fire kits. What we could do is right click the hat, add in a 2-step just to give it a simple bounce. Now this is nice, it keeps it real clean and real simple, but what we're going to do, I'm going to head into my Clockwork hi-hat MIDI kit and we're just going to speed this one up a little bit by adding in a MIDI. Once again, link in the description if you want to go check out the kits. That's sounding nice. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to start layering in some percussion and we're just going to get a little bounce going. So let's see what we can come up with. So we've got a nice little pattern on the go. I've layered a clap with the snare, and we've actually got a few different snares and perks hitting in certain pockets as well. What this does is just fills up some of the empty space in the beat and just adds to the bounce a whole lot more. So this is the pattern that we have so far. It's sounding nice. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to waste no time. We're going to get straight into the 808.
Yeah, boy.
That's sounding hard. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to add in a kick and we're going to make the 808 punch a little bit harder. Ooh, that is sounding hard. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to right click the pattern, split by channel, and we're going to go ahead. I'm going to rearrange this into a full beat. So we've got a nice little bit of structure on the go. I've added in a few different effects out of my kit. And what this does is just lets the listener know that there's something new about to come in at the end of the bar. We've also got these beat cutouts here and there as well. This just adds to the tension of the beat and stops the track sounding so repetitive as it goes on. And lastly, we've added in my tag in there as well. And I think that pretty much tops it off for this one. So I think all that's left to do now is just have a quick listen. Hey, nice little breakdown. And then straight back in. Hey, this one is sounding too sick. I'm liking the sound of this one. Okay guys, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you're feeling the beat as well. I'm gonna go ahead, finish off mixing and mastering this beat now. But if you haven't already, make sure you follow my Instagram @SevereProd to keep update with all the upcoming videos and giveaways that I have coming out soon. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.